I'm Oracle Asherah. This is an angel guided energy reading for January 22nd. We're talking to fixed signs, and that's Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpios. Okay, so let's see what energy and messages is going on. Okay, right off the hop, we have level up. Okay, so this is asking you to get your poop in a group. Be brave. Get moving, right? Guaranteed you already know where you have avoidance or hesitation. This is telling you it's time to start. It's time to get moving. It's time to get inspired and fired up. Okay? Yes, what are your goals, right? If you if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I just marry words. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So plans and goals are super important for this level up, because without a plan or action is too loose, too vague, and you're not going to get very far. So you need to have goals, intentions, and a plan of action, because it's the action that's going to allow the blessings to come through. The action is where God's going to find you working and give you blessings and opportunity. Okay? You have to be moving in a direction for this support and help, even from within yourself. Okay? Because as we get moving, we discover, we get excited, right? So we need to have that motion within ourselves to get where we need to go. All right. Don't worry, it'll sort itself out. So this is asking for you to allow things to process without your involvement. Okay, so sometimes we have situations or relationships that are problematic, but our involvement or attachments are making it worse. Sometimes we're putting our emotions in or our words in, and it's just making worse. So this is asking you to take a step back, allowing the dust to settle, allowing the situation to play out on its own, because sometimes it doesn't even need your attention or involvement. Sometimes our attention and involvement is making things worse and more problematic and creating attachments that are unnecessary. So take a step back, take a moment, allow things to play out. In that, you're going to see truth. It's going to allow your feelings to calm so you can feel truth. Okay, so this is a very important time or suggestion for people, because sometimes we just keep moving, keep fighting, don't stop. But sometimes we need to take that break in order for information to come to us, for truth to be seen. Okay, so sometimes taking that step back, you can see the bigger picture. Okay, there's only so much pie. So now this is talking about your energy, the exchange of energy. Are you getting your energy given, reciprocated, right? So evaluate your worth, evaluate what's happening. Are you constantly feeding and you're not feeding yourself, right? So your pie is kind of like your pie chart. So evaluate, your work, your play, your rest, your self-care. Like, evaluate those things. What's important? What do you need to do? And really make the effort to have a balanced pie for yourself, because when you are balanced and healthy, you're going to notice everyone around you is going to reflect that energy. Okay, so when we stretch ourselves too thin, we're going to be angry or bitter. We're going to have resentment. There's all kinds of negative energy when we don't take care of ourselves. Okay. Okay. Starseed, what lights you up? All right, so this is asking what inspires you, what fires you up, what makes you happy, what makes you feel love, what makes you enjoy life or your world, your home, right? So you need to focus your energy on these things, okay? Not things that are distracting us and making us hate life, hate the world, hate ourselves, okay? So if those are feelings that we're having, we need to really evaluate to the core why and where is that coming from, and be accountable for our life and our health. Okay, the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe, right? So when your energy is right, you're going to attract the right people into your life. So this is actually encouraging, saying that things are coming together. Your intuition is correct. You are listening. You are making choices and decisions based on your soul, your intuition, your purpose, your goals. Okay, so you are in alignment. So keep up that work. Keep that up. That's really great. Okay, we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Right, so this is talking about self-care, self-love, finding that balance in your life, in your world. Right, so this is talking about your feelings, your health, your mental health, right? So get moving, find things that make you feel better about yourself and the world, your feelings, your self-talk, okay? What's happening in your mind? How are feelings stewing this loop? That's garbage, right? So we need to sometimes feel things out, allow the feelings to leave, right? Because our feelings are a navigation system, but if they're constantly in a state of fear and worry, our brain is going to be chaotic and constantly in a dark and depressive state. So we really need to focus on what our emotions are telling us. And if you are in deep depression, battling negative thoughts, unnecessary feelings, it's because you have attachments. You still have unhealed, unaddressed issues and things. By ignoring your feelings, you are not mastering yourself and brain. You're actually just making yourself sick. Okay, so we need to look at our feelings. What are they telling us? If it isn't relevant and present, it's probably past issues. And sometimes we bring those into our present issues, and that's unnecessary and unfair because now our relationships become toxic and it has nothing to even do with what's going on. So back to the card of allowing things to play out, taking that step back is very important. And taking time to heal the self, because when we are kind of in a chaotic state, we're not going to be in alignment with things. We're going to be manifesting lessons to help us free of these things, right? So ignoring your feelings is a disservice, okay? So getting to the root of the traumas, forgiveness is a big move. Forgiveness and self-love, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what that story is. Doesn't matter what happened to you. Yes, shitty things happen. Sometimes it's because we chose to be somewhere, and that's not your fault, but things happened. Okay, so you can't not leave your house to avoid life and world, but you can make better choices. You can ask yourself, are these people I want to be around? Is this situation bringing something that's benefiting my life and myself? And if it's just distraction or boredom, be honest with yourself, okay? Because that is where chaos will live and lessons will thrive. Okay, so self-parenting is a big deal. Self-parent yourself, your story, your situation, and that will have long-term benefits, because when we have these traumas and these things, they just keep burying and feeding these flags that don't need to be there, right? So really deal with your emotions. When your emotions are clear, your loop in your mind becomes clear, the mental chatter becomes different. Yeah, we will always have negative chatter because our egos are well fed. There are things that influencing our energies. So we need to be aware and above, and that takes time and work. Okay. We have double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So be inspired, not influenced. Be inspirable, not influenced. Okay. Okay, your guidance is divinely guided. So, listen to your soul. Listen to your heart. The brain will do the logic, but when your emotions are clear, your heart, brain will function properly. Your emotions will then provide information that are on a different, higher level, and you'll be more in alignment. Okay, so I hope that all kind of ties in and makes sense. Okay. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? All right, I love this. So triggers and being offended or whatever this is an opportunity, right? It's a reflection of what's going on inside. When you're neutral, you love everything and everybody, right? There's no attachment. There's no I'm going to heal everything or I'm going to hate everything. It's just I exist. I do no harm. I'm witnessing, evaluating, and caring. It's a much more neutral place. But when we have things that are like, ooh, I don't like that person, or ooh, la la la. Why? There's a reflection of something in yourself, right? So mirror everything back to the self, right? The world is trying to show you something, and it's yourself, okay? Unchecked things, unhealed things, right? So self-mastery, self-parenting is very important in this message. Okay, unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So as we heal, we're healing so much around us. So when we heal and honestly forgive on a soul level, the pattern will change. You're not going to attract those lessons because that's no longer your frequency. When you have a trauma or a wound within yourself, you're going to attract similar storylines until you heal that trigger, until you heal that flag, that loop. Okay? It's going to be annoying. You're going to be like, I hate dating. I hate whatever. Okay? But it's not the whatever. It stems from what your frequency is and why are you attracting all these things? Because you're unhealed. You're unchecked. Okay, so when we have those things in alignment, there's blessings everywhere. There's opportunity everywhere. Our perspective shifts. Our energy shifts. Our frequency shifts. Everything shifts when we heal. Okay. All right. All right, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience, faith, and don't force things to happen, right? So this is talking about ask, wait, receive. So pray, wait, receive. Hold the vision, trust the process. Be patient. In the waiting period, don't sow, don't seek. Allow things to come to you. So you're not chasing what you think you need to find or attract or do. You are just focusing on your energy, being in alignment and doing the work. And in doing so, things are just going to gravitate to you. Things are going to come to you. And this is going to be a whole new world for you when you start getting on board with this idea, this mindset, this perspective. Yeah, so it's very important not to force things to happen. Don't force situations, don't force ideas, don't force anything. Because when we force things, usually it gets messy and just don't force things. Just allow things to come to you, okay? And all in due time, just know what's yours is coming, right? When we're pining and upset that it's not here yet, that's not helpful. So instead have faith and hold patience and grace and allow things to show up. Okay. Okay. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Don't allow insecurities to hold you back. going to leave that there. Okay. Okay, so in these waiting periods, there are going to be lulls in times of this isn't happening fast enough. Really hold back from forcing things, and be okay with this message. No conditions are favorable right now. Wait and look for other options and ask the angels to help you with comfort. Okay? So we have to be patient. We have to be okay with that's not for me. That's not mine. This isn't working. Have grace. Allow these things to dissipate, detach, because what you're doing is you're weeding your garden, and all of a sudden you're going to have this beautiful space, and you're going to find peace. You're going to have room for something new. All right, friends, I wish you all a good week.